When we're talking about bathtubs and we're talking about adding a system to it, there's two kind of systems. The jetted system, sometimes they call it a whirlpool, sometimes they call it a jacuzzi, but it's the concept where you have a water pump that delivers moderately high pressure streams of water, hopefully to your primary muscles. And the sad thing is, in the industry, it's been that way forever, it's still true. Most tubs are made to be a bathtub, and then they go, oh, this one gets a whirlpool system, and they add jets to it. They weren't designed to be a whirlpool tub. Now, 30 years ago, I patented something that made a difference in this industry. It was the concept of recessing the back jets. It's a no-brainer. I hate to take the credit, but I did it. The jets are recessed in an alcove away from your skin, and we use jets that all by themselves, the water pressure rotates the nozzle round and round. You know, think of it, it's kind of like having a masseuse for your neck or your back, maybe 3 of them all at once. 3 all at once. Isn't that what has to stay in Vegas? Another system, a very popular system, offered on most tubs, sometimes in conjunction with the jets, and that's, of course, the air tub. And the philosophy here is you have a blower that blows preheated bubbles, lots of them, gazillions of them, and that's a different kind of feeling. It's a total environment of vibration and stimulation, different, but frankly, some people prefer that, and maybe you're one of them. You know, one of the fairly popular accessories that people ask about is something called a maintenance heater. And it's an inline heater that only can work when there's a whirlpool and water moving over the heating element. But it's often misunderstood. It's a maintenance heater. It's made to keep water hot. It doesn't make cold water hot. It's not big enough for that. It does take its own circuit, however, but it will keep water from cooling off. Now, that's no substitute for having an adequate size hot water heater, because you got to fill the tub with hot water. And often the question is, well, how big a tank do I need? And it's kind of an area where most manufacturers are very reluctant to give you any data. The only written data I think I've ever seen from one of the really big companies, though, says use this rule of thumb. Take the total capacity of the tub without you in it, and take 2/3 of that. So let's say you had a tub that said it was a 75-gallon capacity. Take 2/3, that's 50 gallons. So ideally, you'd have a 50-gallon hot water heater. Now, it depends how big you are and whether there's you or somebody else with you in the tub. I mean, there's a lot of variables, understand that. But that's the only rule of thumb I can give you. Yeah, there's one other feature that adds a lot of ambiance to the tub. It's an underwater light. We used to call them mood lights. The trouble with the mood light was there were 5 different colored lenses that you cap over a clear bulb. And we used to tell people, now tell the husband, there's some risk associated with those. And what's that? I'd say, well, your wife can change her mood 5 times in 1 minute, okay? Well, now it's even worse because they have the LED lights. Now we're talking about an electronic light show. But I have to say, in a dark room with maybe even a little bubble bath on the top, that's really pretty. Frankly, we're passionate about bathtubs. You can see that. I'm a compulsive buyer, and my wife's a compulsive seller. That's a good mix. But passion, yeah, we're both passionate about it. Every ad we ran for years said, specializing in extra deep tubs with an emphasis on back and neck therapy. Sometimes we follow that with a line, if there's someone you know who has or is a pain in the neck, maybe we can help.